What's up, guys? Welcome back. Hi, Thumos. Don't mind this picture. I was recording a video for the new ARC challenge that we're doing. I will talk about that because obviously a lot of people are asking me questions. We'll get to that. It's going to be a 30-day challenge. I'll just tell you that now. It's for men only. It's only happening once a year, and it's going to be intense. But the goal of it is what I would like to talk about in this video. And it might sound a little pretentious for me to say this, but I'm going to give you a goal. I'm going to give you a purpose in life. And I don't mean that to try to sound cool or anything. I'm doing that just like because I found that it's what gives my life the most meaning and has sustained me even when there's chaos in this life. So you're probably a male watching this channel, okay? Predominantly males that are here. And if you're a woman, sure, you can get from this, but I recommend men listen up. So look, man, all we gotta do in this life, and what I believe we're actually made to do, is to work. There's two things, actually: to work and to acquire knowledge, real knowledge. And that may seem a little weird coming from me, or even to hear in 2020, work? Oh man, I don't want to work. Man, I don't want to like always be working. But I'm telling you that the work for a man is going to provide the most meaning in your life. And other than that, work is going to give you influence, and it's going to give you power. And creating wealth is going to give you the means to help other people. When you become a high value man, when you become someone that has, resources, you can now give those resources to everyone else. You can help people that you wouldn't be able to help. Now, is that the only way? No, you could go be a monk and you could just serve God and preach that. That's fine. But I'm saying that there's two ways, I believe. You can do that, or you can become the man that strives in the world, that is in the world and not necessarily becomes of the world, but strives within that world, non-attached, and makes the world better. And when you begin to work, you'll notice very often we start at a place of work where we don't really like. Work that doesn't require much responsibility. Work that doesn't really challenge us or have a lot of fear. And here's a critical point, that if you find yourself at this low level of work that you don't enjoy, I want you to ask yourself a question. What work will you not do because of fear? Where will you not go because of fear? Because what I've noticed is that the more responsibility, the levels of work that you take on usually require more and more responsibility and are often met with more and more fear. And so the cool thing about your work in your life and achieving and striving is that you not only become more valuable and create more wealth for yourself and money and influence, but you also conquer fear. And that's how you rise to your potential. You do not rise to your maximum potential in this life as a man by doing a bunch of different challenges. That's not what it's about. You rise by working and by conquering fear, by meeting fear where it's at. And then the depth of that fear, you level up. If you do the thing that you fear the most, the depth of the fear is certain. And so many of us find ourselves afraid, but as men, we do not have spirits of fear. You need to know this. You do not have a spirit of fear. And you should not let fear dictate your climb or your striving. You should not let fear hold you down. And many of us, we think that fear is a part of us. It's like that companion. And the world sort of makes you feel fear. And I think that you should totally reframe this. You should totally look at it differently. No, fear is not a part of you. There will be fear there, but you're going to act like you should and get what you want regardless of the fear. That is being a man. The anxiety, oh, I have anxiety. No, you don't. You're experiencing some anxiety. Oh, I can't focus, or oh, I'm afraid to go on camera. I'm afraid to talk to these people. I'm afraid to look someone in the eye, face to face. No, you don't. You just haven't done it yet. It's not a part of you. And part of the process of life, growing, is to crush that fear, to meet it face to face, and to abolish it. Striving is what we're here for, man. It's to achieve, it's to conquer, it's to be free. And unless you make work something that you do, you can love your work. You might not always love your work. You might hate your work sometimes. But you need to be moving. You need to be active. Inactivity is lethargy. It's the death, man. That's when the devil comes in. That's when he enters the mind. That's when you get thoughts that hold you down from acting. It's a loop that causes you to stay there, unhappy with your life. You need to rise up. And we need to learn the truth. The second part, knowledge, we need to seek the truth. Walk around in this world with our eyes open, seeing the truth, hearing the truth, focused. And those two things, if you focus on those two things, I mean, you'll have purpose in life. Your purpose in life may not be some hobby that you have now, or like some passion. I don't believe that's the thing. It's not passion. It's like setting out on, like embracing life. It's embracing life as it happens, and then finding ways to work with it and to conquer it. You got to be curious. You got to be willing to explore. Not all the answers are clear, by the way. Like I know a lot of times these days with the internet, we're always looking for an answer. We all want an answer, but that's not the way it is, man. You don't get an answer. You find an answer. That in life, you get skin in the game and you find an answer. And you create meaning from the suffering, from the striving, from the learning. Okay? And if you decide to stay ignorant and inactive, then you're going to be in hell. Because ignorance can be hell. Realizing the truth too late in time can be hell. You've got to know that you can get yourself out of any rut that you're in. You can live a great life. You can get a girl. You can have a family one day. And guess what? That future family is depending on who you are now and who you're going to become now. And your friends are depending on you. Your family right now, your mom and dad, they're going to get older and sick and die. And what are you going to do? You're just going to depend on them all the time? Or when do they get to depend on you and see you as equal? When do you become the man of the house or the head? You are men now. We all are men now. And I'm telling you that you have so much power and potential. You can do so much. But you got to be willing to go forth. You got to be willing to step into that fear, whatever's holding you back. You're afraid of experimenting with this and that. You're just getting complacent. Don't become stagnant or stale, man. Don't keep living life, in this base level. We got to rise up. And it's not always just the challenges. What the challenges are is to provide you with that high thumos lifestyle. That way you can take this massive amount of energy and you can put it into something. And you can see that thing grow. You can start to water the seed over time. And it can begin to grow into something amazing, something you never even thought, because it was just a little seed of an idea. But you got to plant the seed. You got to nurture it. You have to water it. What happens? It grows into something strong, something that provides cover and shade for those under it. Protection. So a sign of strength. So become that as a man. All right, become that as a man. I just want to let you guys know that that is the purpose of our. You can tell it within our biology, within how we're built. Our muscles, we're strong. We're able to move. Our brains learn and think differently sometimes than a woman. Most times, we're able to be more. It seems like analytical. We have a desire to learn and understand the inner workings of things. And so, use your ability. Don't be swayed by all of this stuff in the world. Use your ability. Challenge yourself. Get focused on your work. Create something in your life. Don't hold back anymore. And that's that. All right? The ARC Challenge is a 30-day challenge that I'm putting together, and we're starting April 15th. In a couple days, April 15th, we start. We'll get on the ARC. It's a 30-day challenge, and it's challenges designed to give you high thumos and to focus on your work, on making your life better. If you can focus for 30 days and 30 nights, okay? Discipline, challenge yourself, and you can work every single day. You can start a side hustle, a side business. Maybe it's you get on YouTube. Maybe you turn the camera on for the first time. Maybe you start writing. Maybe you make a song. Start doing something, but it's focus, it's accountability. I guarantee you, you're going to be held accountable. I will hold you accountable. And I hope you to hold me accountable too. But if you don't hold yourself accountable, and if you don't really get focused, especially in times like these, it's very easy to be uncertain, to let the chaos and the fear in. Okay? So if sounds like something for you, come check it out. It's a 30-day thing, and we're going to get started April 15th. But guys, we're men now, and we have to work. We have to learn. Okay? So let's do what we're meant to do, and let's live our life with purpose. I'll see you soon. Peace.